Hi Gemini, welcome to your monthly tarot reading with me, Raphael Ray from Radiant Reality for July 2018. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. So, new digs, as you can see. Uranus, however you want to say it, in Taurus is holding no prisoners, and I love it. So, I would like to bless both of these decks with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance, and I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise and they help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So, your actions and your interactions with the world at large in the month of July. Ooh. So you have the King of Pentacles has popped straight out. He's there, and it's really interesting because the kings seem to be speaking up this month. This is the third video that I've filmed so far, and already in every single one I've had a king, and the kings represent the highest aspect aside from the aces, but they're the highest expression. They're the physical expression. Well, I say the highest. They're the physical and the highest expression of a suit. It's, you know, what is a king? A king is a ruler. This is somebody that sits on a throne. This is somebody that commands respect. This is somebody that that people listen to, you know, when they speak. So who is the King of Pentacles? The King of Pentacles is a Taurus, a Virgo or a Capricorn male, usually. And the King of Pentacles is somebody that's hardworking, somebody that's smart, somebody that is slow and steady, and somebody that is that knows how to budget, somebody that is practical, down to earth, very earthy, very slow to act, somebody that is methodical. You know, one of the only negative drawbacks of the king, you know, of any of the earth signs is that they can tend to be a little bit boring, stuck in their ways. If they can, you know, change things up every so often, they can really, you know, make strides and leaps and bounds. The King of Pentacles, as a sign, is the sign of Taurus. He represents fixed earth. You know, and for you, Gemini, that's you know, that's quite a difficult experience. But your actions and your interactions this month take on a very practical nature. They take on a very slow and steady nature. This is going to be a month, Gemini, where you plant your feet in the ground and you say, you know what, I'm just going to stop. Even if it's only for a moment, it might only be a day, it might only be 2-3 days. But this month, at some point in July, you will plant your feet in the ground and you will say, I am not moving from this spot. And like I said, this is going to be a different experience for you guys because, you know, Gemini's a social butterfly. You're always talking and communicating. You go here, there, you want to meet people, you want to talk to people and do loads of different things and you know, on to the next thing always. Taurus is the complete opposite to that. Taurus is about taking time. Taurus is about taking stock, taking responsibility. You know, Taurus is this card, the King of Pentacles. Now, as an experience, like I said, this is going to be you on a practical level saying, I need to slow down. This is going to be you saying, I need to come up with a plan. I know what I want now. Gemini, this is going to be a good month for you because you will make a decision. You will make a definite decision about what it is that you want. And now you're going to start to say to yourself, I need to stand still long enough to formulate a plan that's going to get me from where I am at this moment to where I want to be, to what the vision is that I have for myself, for my life going forward. And also, as a person, the King of Pentacles may well walk into your life. This could be somebody of one of those signs, probably an earth sign male, you know, like I said, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. It could be somebody that has a lot of earth in their chart, or somebody that has a lot of these attributes. But it will definitely be somebody that makes you say, right, I need to do things more like that. This will be a person that leads by example. Okay. Your money and your materials this month. The Two of Swords, Two of Wands. Two of Wands is a great card for money because it talks about affluence. It talks about affluent people. It talks about you moving from your past into your future. And it's really interesting because this is exactly what I was saying. The thing about the Two of Wands though is it invites you to take a step out into the world. You see he's got the world there in his hand and he's got the wand behind him that's fixed to the castle. It's okay to have a stable base. It's okay, in fact, it's, you know, suggested to have a stable base to come from. But you need to be out there in the world. Now, it's interesting because, you know, it might feel like I'm giving you conflicting messages there. I'm saying, you know, you've got to plant your feet and you've got to, you know, make a foundation and make a plan. And you absolutely do. But your plan needs to be about the future. You can't, you know, it's all good and all well and good knowing where you come from, knowing what your history is, knowing what your story is. That's great, and it's really important to know that stuff so that when you come up against boundaries, when you come up against experiences that are different to you, that you don't have a framework for, you don't then fall back on what is safe and what is known. And you then say, oh, well, you know what, I'm not going to go there because I don't know that, or it's not in my remit, or it's not in my knowledge or my data bank or whatever. It's not in my experiential understanding. You're having new experiences, you're meeting new people for a reason. But you can't be who you were and want to get to a vision of who you see yourself to be. You have to evolve. And your money and your materials this month could come from people that are highly, I mean, you know, Taurus, this is somebody that's good with money, somebody that knows how to save, somebody that knows how to spend, somebody that knows how to invest. I'm saying all of that and I'm looking at a little squirrel at the moment. It's just, you know, how this stuff works. I love it. I just absolutely love it. And this is about that. I kind of feel this month, this is going to be about you really getting serious about what it means to save, about what it means to have money and to generate and invest money. And you're going to meet the right people or experiences to do so. You know, your money and materials looks great this month. You know, step away from home, absolutely. But know that it's there as a foundation. Know that it's a place for you to retreat to. Invite different kinds of people into your home. You know, sometimes when people rub us the wrong way, they do so because they're teaching us something. And I speak from direct experience, trust me. There's moments that me and my other half clash, and it's because things are being revealed to me about myself, you know, and it's a really wonderful experience. When you learn to see it for what it actually is as opposed to taking it personally. Your communications this month, you got the Four of Swords. So this comes back to, this is really interesting because like I said, you know, this is, look out into the future, you know, have that vision of what you want to be, but you're going to need to be still, planting your feet in the ground, still, patient, silent. You're going to need to be all of these things. You know, this is reiterated here because the King of Pentacles, like I said, is patient, is steady, knows how to plan, knows how to budget, knows how to save, knows how to pool their resources, inner and outer, in order to make a decision and follow a specific path. The Four of Swords is a card of stillness, waiting, patience. It's a card of really standing still, of having a moment to meditate and just go, to still your thoughts, to still your mind, to come down to a level where you are able to make choices from the best aspect of who you are. And when you can do that, like you see me before, I was all animated and I'm all in there and laughing and stuff, but I know how to bring myself down. I know how to bring myself into a focal point. I know how to bring myself into a point of awareness, so that I can focus myself to make certain decisions, to create certain experiences, or to draw them to myself. And it really is that simple. This month you're going to have somebody teach you this. This month you will have moments of stillness. This month you will have moments where you just want to rest, where you just want to retreat. And that is okay. And anybody that tells you that it isn't, anybody that tries to pull you out of that there, pay them no mind. In fact, pay them even less attention than you would normally, because that's on them. And the more you resonate with this, the more you will draw those experiences to you. Your communications this month, this is going to be a slow month for communication. You know, this is, like I said, this is from the offset. This is going to be a month where you stand still, Gemini. It's going to be a month where you really start to take stock, and you can do so. You will be drawing to you. If you can have these moments of stillness and not try to fill the silence with something just because there's a gap in the conversation, you will attract the kind of people that resonate with the future vision that you have for yourself. And that is amazing. So people of affluence will be finding themselves flitting in and out of your life this month. Absolutely, I really believe that. Observe how still they are. Ooh. And your heart and your hearth card, I don't know what it is yet, is the Six of Swords, which is short trips, it's journeys, it's travel, but it's also moving towards calmer waters. It's one of the taglines for this card, is moving to calmer waters, is moving to better areas. And that doesn't necessarily, sometimes it can mean physically. You know, there's definitely some sort of travel on the horizon for Geminis. I kind of feel like this is going to be further ahead though. So maybe in the last 2 weeks of July, possibly even the first, you know, or week or 2 weeks of August even. You know, this is further afield. It doesn't necessarily take place this month. But this is about the movement of self and psyche and spirit into a place of calmer understanding, of calmer wisdom. You know, calmer wisdom, interesting. You know, it could even be that. Your heart and your hearth is about your closest relationships, boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, you know, all of that stuff. And this is about your relationships. Things are going to slow right down for you this month. But I believe, because the thing is, King of Pentacles, like I said, is represented by the sign of Taurus. Taurus is deliberate in its actions. There is nothing done by a Taurus that is accidental. You know, Taurus is very, very deliberate. This is going to be about you choosing to plant your feet in the ground and say, I'm not moving from this spot until I have finalized my plans. This is going to be a month, Gemini, where you will not be rushed, you will not be hurried, and you will not be pushed. And that's going to be really interesting, because that's not what people know and expect of you. And they may well, while you're having this moment of clarity and stillness and just, actually, I'm just going to do this. I don't want any of that. I don't need any of that. I don't need loud. I don't need 100-mile-an-hour communication at the moment. I just need my stillness and my peace and my wisdom, you know, to listen to myself at a really core, deep level. And this is why I said to you, anybody that tries to rock that boat for you, shut them out. This is the month to do that. This is the month to get really selfish, to get really self-centered and say, I don't need any of that. What I do need is patience and stillness. What I do need is people that are going to facilitate that patience and stillness. People that are going to show me how it is to do the things that I want to do, but in the right way. How to pool my resources, physical, financial, monetary, spiritual, mental, emotional. This is you pooling your resources. It's kind of like I see you doing this. It's almost like a Tai Chi move. So you're going out, combing through your life, and you're bringing everything back into that center point here. And you're formulating a plan. It's like you plant your feet in the ground. I'm not moving. in your relationships with your significant other, in your relationships with your family. This month, Gemini, you're going to be seeking to make a lot of those things right. And that's a good thing. It shows wisdom, it shows courage. But also, this card tells me that it's going to go well. You know, you will start to attract and draw to you the people that will facilitate the experience of life that you want now for your future. So, your key to the month. You get the Horned One. Interesting. So the Horned One, the Devil card, represents the sign of Capricorn. And the sign of Capricorn is all to do with achievement. It's all to do with accomplishment. It's all to do with... So an earth sign male, possibly a Capricorn, possibly a Taurus, most likely one of those two, or somebody that has a lot of the traits that I've talked about, is going to show you some kind of wisdom this month. You're going to see somebody in action being themselves, and you're going to say, wow, you know what, I want to emulate that, because that guy knows, or woman, it could be, for those of you that are out there like, what if it's a girl? It's not about the sex, it's not about, you know, your bits or anything like that. I'm just saying it is likely to be a masculine force or energy or person that brings you what you need, and you're going to see them achieving and doing and being their best self, and you are going to want to emulate that. A good teacher, a good role model will find themselves into your life this month, Gemini. This is the month for you to deal with your addictions. This is the month for you to really get clear and focused on what you are addicted to and what you now need to let go of. And you will come to the understanding and the wisdom through slow and steady understanding, through understanding of yourself, through knowing what it means to be abundant, for knowing what it is to have your own resources, for being able to be still, to be able to be silent, to be able to be who you truly are, to interact with people at an emotional level. To do all of these things, you are going to have to get very clear on what needs to go from your life now. And the Devil card shows up when we're realizing what we're addicted to and how it no longer serves us, and understanding that we chained ourselves to this situation and we alone hold the key to the lock that is on the chains. Gemini, I wish you an amazing month. Let me know how this plays out for you. Please don't forget to like, share and subscribe to the channel. Thumbs up, share the video if you must. Please do, actually, if you must. I'm eternally grateful for it. That so many people resonate with my work is so truly deeply humbling. So thank you so much. If you want to donate to the channel, you can do so on the link below. Keep an eye out for your solar eclipse specials. I wish you much love. Take care.